a while. It's good to be back. Today I'm looking at the Thypoch Simera Cs. I've heard they kind of look like Leitz Hugos, which is crazy because this is a $900 lens. This is a $20,000 lens. I have a set of both, and I have a bunch of other lenses I'm going to toss into the mix, so this should be fun. This is the Hugo 21, wide open at a 1.5. This is the Thypoch 21, wide open at a 1.5. Couple things to note. One, everything you see in this video was shot on the Alexa Mini LF. I have the Simera Cs in M mount, and I have a M mount on the Alexa made by Thypoch. Thypoch gave me all this stuff, so thank you for that. Number two, in the scene that we're looking at right now, this was shot at night. It was lit and completely consistent from shot to shot. Three, the look that is placed on everything is an F1 LUT only, no power grade, just the LUT. Here's an example with standard Arri 709 and with just one of the F1 LUTs. I think it's obvious why I have chosen to do it this way. Moving on to the 28, I also have the Contax Zeiss 28, so that should be interesting to see three lenses here. All right, this is the Thypoch 28. I don't know actually how to pronounce these, so I'm just gonna say Thypoch. This is the Hugo 28 wide open at a 1.5. This is the Contax Zeiss 28 wide open at a 2.8. Also, we can just see what the difference between a 2.8 and a 1.5 is with the exposure equalized. We can see vignetting and cleaning up of the edges. I've come to really like shooting through doorways. When I am shooting through doorways, I like them to be a little more blurred. I like actually working on the wider lenses like a 35mm and wider through a doorway with the door jambs nice and blurred. This is why I like using fast wide lenses. You can get that little bit of blur in the background or the foreground, but also have a wide shot. This is the 35 Hugo wide open at a 1.5. Thypoch 35mm wide open at 1.5. Camera's slipping a little bit. It's slipping to the left. It's not the lens, it's the way the tripod is positioned. It's annoying. Okay, this is the 50mm Thypoch wide open at a 1.5. This is the Hugo 50 wide open at a 1.5. I didn't think we could make the 75 work in here.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
This is the Thypoch 75. Looks a little bit wider than the Hugo. And we can see the Hugo wide open at a 1.5. '02, 20, 53, 54, 55. Another thing that I love doing, as I'm sure some of you know, is posting some of the frames from what is shown in this video onto hi-rez, which I'll leave a link to below. I think that it's nice to look through an article format when looking at certain film stocks or footage or lenses. I don't know if that will be live by the time you're watching this video, but if it's not, it'll be like a day or two after. So two important links in the description, F1 and hi-rez. Conveniently, they're both on the same website. This is the 75mm close focus at a T16, and we can just see it wide open at a 1.5. This is the 50 at a T16. This is the 50 wide open at close focus. Dropped 4 stops of ND and went to a T811 split. This is the 35 at a T16. And this is the 35 wide open. This is the 28 wide open and at a T16. Okay, so the 21 getting us much closer. This is 21 wide open, and this is the 21 at a T16. We can go back to the 75 mil. I'm going to put one of the Shortstache shift diopters. I have all of them actually, so I'll show you each one. That is pretty dope. So this is the 75 mil. This is actually wide open with the +2 diopter, which is way closer than with nothing. It's even closer than I thought it would be. But I'm gonna go back to a T16 and see what that looks like. I kind of do like this look of wide open. Moving on to the +4. So this one I would definitely stop down a little just because it is a 75 millimeter lens wide open. So maybe we'll just go 2 stops. Actually, I'll go all the way to 16 and see what that looks like. Yeah, that's cool. These Summer Fridays products look dope once they've been used a bit. Okay, now the +8. Hopefully we won't get in the way of the light, but I think I set us up for success here. So I'm gonna go down to a 16. That's cool. Also, you can just like see the printing of the letters, how they have that little edge around them in the printing of them. Maybe when it gets stamped on there. Pretty wild. What I've seen on the internet for the past year or whatever from these lenses, they look very nice. The price is right and the speed is right. And I've talked about this a lot on this channel where you have the triangle of price, speed, physical size, and the look. So it's a square actually.
Triangle has like a corner in the end. This one is a circle.
Okay, we get it.
I have officially hit the point in this video where I can no longer edit it. There is more stuff that I shot that I will show on hi-rez, a couple more comparisons, and a bunch of other dope footage from the roof and out the windows, and I would love to share that, but I can no longer edit this anymore, as I mentioned. So I will post that on hi-rez. I'm thinking Monday at 2 p.m. Another thing is I got the Hugos from Cinema Vision, and I have a whole nother video that I want to make about some luxuries that I've implemented into the way that I work on certain projects, and the way I work with Cinema Vision is one of those luxuries. And I don't mean luxury like I'm overspending on anything. I just use them to service a bunch of shoots that I do in New York City. I just email them a list. Whatever is on that list is included in the order, whether they have it at their location or they're getting it from somewhere else. They also supplied the Hugos. I've been working with them for a couple years, and it's a great scenario. If you're in New York City, they probably extend further than New York City, but I think a video in the next coming videos might be about these certain things that I do that save a ton of time and make everything so much better. So stay tuned for that. Lastly, I think all the music in this was by Clever Ghost Chili. I will leave a link to his channel and his website. Thank you, Ghost, for doing the music on this one. I appreciate you. And I think that's it. It's currently Saturday at 3:30. I would love to have this be live by 4 and go out and party. F1 and hi-rez links below. Peace. Last thing. I realize I didn't mention anything about this. I do think that these lenses are a good buy. They're about $900 a piece. On B&H, there's some type of deal where you can get the set of Simera C's with a catta zoom, and the whole thing is like $2,000 off. Baby super speeds, $900 per lens. They kind of look like $20,000 Leitz Hugos. Of course, this is not financial advice, but I do think that they're a hot buy. Peace.